Yo, what's going on, YouTubers? Plumpy Man here, just doing another little video like I usually do. And today, I'm going to do a little review of a little pocket knife I picked up. This is the Finch Runtly. Great little flipper knife. This is the first knife that Finch came out with. They have I think they have like 10 different knives they got out now or coming out with. This is their one that they first started with. Like I said, this is the Finch Runtly Wharncliffe blade flipper. Pretty nice little knife. It is small. I have small hands, as you can see, and if you choke up on it, I can actually get all 4 fingers on it and even my pinky on it. And this thing is a razor blade. It's shave sharp, like it'll shave the hair on your arms. Great little pocket knife, G10 scales. They got their little Finch emblem inside here, and cool part about it, I'll go ahead and show you. Hopefully it'll show up. This light here. If you charge it, I wish you didn't have to charge it, which would make it even cooler. But hopefully that's showing up now. But anyway, if you charge it, that emblem glows. Great little knife. Blade is 2.5 inches long. Handle length 2.5 inches or 3.5 inches. Sorry, and it's got a 2-tone blade here. Stonewashed on the bottom, satin on the top, and then your finger nick here to. It's basically have 2 options to deploy. You have the finger nick, which I never use, or the flipper tab down here. And if you choke up on it, even on the finger tab, you can definitely get all 4 fingers on there. This is a small knife, but I just plan on using it for like opening packages and boxes and stuff, from like when I get a letter or something like that. That's exactly. And a second knife. I don't know if you guys carry second knives. A lot of guys I know do. This is just a backup knife. I usually carry a Spyderco or something like that in my main pocket, and then I'm going to start using this as my secondary and use it for stuff, just for simple tasks and stuff that I don't need a bigger knife for. It is a liner lock, stainless liners, and then you have your pivot here. Pretty easy to. I took it apart, and pretty simple to take apart and put back together. It actually runs on micro bearings, which was I didn't know that. I thought it ran on washers, but after taking it apart, it does run on micro bearings, and it's pretty smooth. And as you can see, that thing just fires out of there. 154 cm steel, and great little knife. I mean, I've been sitting here fidgeting with it until my fingers hurt for the last 3 or 4 days. That's all I've been doing, is playing with this little guy. And then you have your titanium Stonewash pocket clip. Great little thing. Plenty of room behind it. As you can see, not too. Some of them don't have enough room when you run into your pocket, or they're too stiff, you can't get it in your pocket. This thing actually works relatively well. I always wear like thin thin pants, like khakis and stuff like that, and or shorts, and I haven't had a problem. Now, if the pocket is real thick, you have to, finagle it a little bit, but it still goes in. And then, like I said, the deployment with the flipper tab, it just fires out there. And then once you break the detent, it just falls shut. It's a if you just a little nudging, basically, it doesn't fall shut on its own. But open and close it, once you get it past there, it just little nudge and it'll go. Great little knife. I can't remember that. I have to look it up here. Knife weight was 3.15 ounces, so it's a light little knife, and it's not something. If you have small hands and you don't want to use a big knife, and like if you work in a place where a lot of people nowadays don't carry too many big knives because the whole world is basically stupid, in my opinion. If you bust out a big knife, people's like, oh my god, why do you got that big knife? Well, it's just a normal sized pocket knife, but something like this is not going to intimidate or scare somebody. Some of these Karens out there, I guess you'd call it. But anyway, it's got the black G10. They do make this in a bunch of different versions of the G10. You have like yellow, blue, gray, and this black. You have a jade, and I think a green, and maybe another color, maybe red. I'm not sure if they have the red or not. It only comes up in the tip-up pocket clip, It only comes in tip up, basically. And like I said, it weighs 3.15 ounces total. Overall length is 5.5 inches. Like I said, blade length 2.5. Handle length 3.5. Handle height is 0.75 of an inch. So 0.75 of an inch. And then from here, blade is 1 inch, basically. Like I said, 154 cm steel. But this little booger is great. Like, I don't know if I can show this or not, but if you can see that on there, you can see the hair that it cuts off. This thing is sharp and it will shave you. Like I said, I've been messing around with it for like 3 or 4 days now. And I actually picked this up off the secondary market. I didn't buy it new. That's why I don't have a box. I got it super cheap. This knife comes in at $135 or $139 on Finch's website. You could find it a couple places, maybe like $5 or $10 cheaper if you can find them in stock. But as of right now, they do have the black version. All other versions are sold out. But this knife, for a secondary knife, and if you have small hands and you don't want a big knife, this knife could be a good solid carry knife. I like it. It's got the fidget factor, and it just fires out of there. The detent's not too strong. I like the detent, but anyway, great little knife. This is going to be my secondary knife, and I've been carrying it, and I'll probably carry this as a secondary for a long time to come. Simple to take apart. It was kind of dirty inside when I did get it, so I took it apart immediately, cleaned it, wiped down the bearings and all that. It's pretty simple to get back together. But yeah, great little knife, and I've been having fun with it. Like I said, it's 139 bucks. I actually got this. I'll go ahead and show you the other one. This is a CRKT Igniter T, and I got the pair of these off of a group that I was in. Someone posted it up for sale, so I bought them. 60 bucks for this and this. This knife alone is $50. This is the CRKT Igniter. It's a weird little knife. The only reason I didn't want it, I had to buy it just to get both of them, like, because they wouldn't just sell one of them. I offered them like 40 or 50 just for this, and they said no. So I paid 60 and got both of them, which was weird. But anyway, they had this. Like, this knife here is like 50 bucks brand new. The Finch is 139 depending on where you buy it. Maybe 130 depending on where you buy it. But this is a Igniter T, and their claim to fame, if you can see it on there, is the little deployment button there. It's not just a thumb stud. Basically, if you can see this, when you press it, you have to, I don't want to do it because it'll hit the screen, but you have to press that in. I don't know if you can see that pressing in on the camera. I hope you can. But once you press it in, any little movement forward, and it self-deploys basically, or assisted deploys. But it will not go anywhere if you don't press that in. That's their claim to fame. It actually is pretty neat. And if you have it in your pocket and it gets depressed or gets hit, it's not going to deploy in your pocket. But if you just press that at all, any movement forward, and it will deploy. And it's a liner lock too. This thing fires out of there. The only thing that I don't like about it is the liner lock in it, or I guess it is a liner lock. The liner lock that you have to press to get it to, or depress to get it to close. Yeah, I can barely get my thumb in there to get it, and if you do get it, it's sharp. But anyway, throw that to the side, and this video is getting a little long, sorry, but wanted to show this little puppy off. And if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave a link to Finch's website down in the description. Great little knife, and yeah, I stole this thing. Like I said, I paid 60 bucks for this and the CRKT, and this knife alone's $139 brand new. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks.